guided to work with these 3 cards, the Shadow Integration, the Sagittarius, and the Crystalline Upgrade, in a way of bringing in some light language codes to assist you if this reading really resonated, or even this message can be a separate entity in and of itself. So yeah, I'll be doing a light language channeling. It's mainly about going beyond the logical mind of what we perceive as language, whatever that language connects to you as normal in terms of English and so forth. But it's speaking to our souls, speaking to our higher selves. And even I'm hearing to the human aspect of what is beyond language. So it's mainly sounds and moving the energy around us. So take a couple deep breaths and allow what resonates to connect with you. And if it doesn't, just let that go as well. Na ukashia do ashao ku na nyamaku ashao do ashiki anya kado okotomoti to yashiki anya to shikiyoko asho asho ashi akau sho do udomoti iti akatao do ukudomo do makshiga katao. So I'm hearing it's within our hearts and within our expression of ourselves that sometimes we can lose the inspiration or the fire that helps us find discernment of what aspects of our shadow or even the darker aspects of the world, what meanings they hold for us in terms of the contrast. So when we lose our inner fire, our inner confidence, that's when we can feel weighed down by the distortions, the illusions, even feeling that we're just a bad person or that we're struggling a lot. Doesn't mean to diminish your journey, but to just help us shift into a higher state of reconnection to that fire, because then it illuminates and brings more awareness. I'm hearing okotama shaudu ikiakao di nama okadama niya daudo shakadama do ikia na 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 And I see like the Arcturians coming in and bringing in, I'm hearing like that crystalline upgrade energy, these healing frequencies. I'm even hearing unblocking DNA that is almost kind of like I'm hearing addicted to the shadow or the suffering state of consciousness. I'm even hearing the blocks we feel around expressing any aspect of our being, any aspect of our multidimensional reality, any aspect that we just don't even understand or are afraid of judgment. And I don't know if it's just me right now, or if you guys are feeling this too, like there's still this huge shift within the heart and the throat and the expression of what we wish to create in this world, what we connect to. So I'm seeing like there's this spinning like almost tornado energy in this way of like clearing and releasing, even like a tetrahedron geometry, sacred geometry being placed in our throat to cleanse. I'm hearing even releasing old narratives that are not even our own. So it could be connected to family, friends, old relationships, maybe even a current relationship. Standing in our light without needing to second guess. Akudomo dodo akada di ikia shado ashia sho. Ukudomo no niakado, ukudoma dao di ikiakada ukudodo. I'm hearing releasing the burden or the fear of letting others down. Ukudodo. So if it resonates for you, I'm hearing maybe as a young child, you kind of became aware so early on of how to help others feel better, to take care, because it was like a survival instinct. So we're releasing, it's almost like a plate of programming. I'm hearing, like, I see it from here going out into the shoulders, and it kind of comes down into the heart and how it's, in terms of where it stays within our body. I'm hearing like the molecules of this consciousness. Akodoshi ki ki do do do. Na 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 ni atao. Yum 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 yum. So the Arcturians are telling me as I'm making these sounds, it's activating where those cells are in your body and our beings. It could be in other places, but activating them so that we're aware of where we're holding that level of consciousness of putting others before ourselves, especially in an emotional state of awareness, where it's become now against our state of evolution for being our authentic self, if that makes sense. Like I'm hearing it's being shaken up within our system, so we can see how we can shift the small aspects of how we interact with others, where we're maybe sacrificing our needs in very small, subtle ways, so that we can shift them and be like, I can't be there for you right now, but I can be there for myself and then be there for you when I can. Or finding new ways, for example, of showing up for others in a new way that maybe needs to have a boundary, so that you and that other person or other party benefit to a higher degree than you just sacrificing your needs for their needs, if that makes sense. Okodomoto. And I'm hearing whatever narrative that applies to in your life, allow that to kind of be something you think about or become more aware of. And I'm hearing that's part of our shadow integration. Because any way that we are betraying our needs, our desires even, becomes this part that we suppress and can sometimes hold resentment towards others, ourselves, could bring up anger, fear, sadness, depression, like any aspect that we are not really allowing to shine through, or again, like putting others' needs before ours. We're allowing this to be okay. Like we do it, it's okay. Sometimes it's great to do it. It feels great to help others right now instead of helping yourselves, right? But it also brings another perspective to the wholeness of that which we can live more freely from. I'm hearing I'm hearing even not deeming those sacrifices as wrong, or the anger or whatever it may be for you at this time. Nananiaka shuduashiki. I'm even hearing like if there's some childhood memories coming up for you lately, or have been coming through dreams. They're messages to show us how to reconnect to that state of who we were as a child, more innocently, and to also make sense of where we may be feeling blocked, where we maybe even forgot about certain aspects of our childhood that we need to remember to release and feel, but knowing you're safe to explore them, safe to reconnect to that innocence of who you are. Okodashi yako anananiau, oashu waushi, ananiako do do do, asha iki iti. Oko ashaudi, oko nomani atao shugu, ashau wishi ashoto, oshamanania nano no namoni atao, oshokoto ashi. So I just keep hearing, be very gentle with yourself right now. If you're in a space of shadow integration, or if you are just remembering new aspects, or really taking a step back to analyze, to reevaluate your needs and how you show up in the world. Oko asha niki I'm hearing you're not alone. You're not doing anything wrong. You're safe. And you're very loved. Love you all so much.